Hello and welcome back to Box of Shorts, where we take complex ideas from GCSE Science and try and make them easy for you and give you a bit of practice on them as well. This is the second unit in our lesson about the Earth's atmosphere. And what we're going to be doing in the next few lessons is looking at how Earth's atmosphere has changed over time. So by way of brief recap, okay, please can you remind me what was the composition, what was the makeup of Earth's early atmosphere? Say out your answer on 3. What was the makeup, the composition of Earth's early atmosphere? 1, 2, 3. I'm hoping that you said mostly carbon dioxide with a little bit of other gases like methane, ammonia, and water vapor. Now, of course, scientists don't know for sure exactly what Earth's early atmosphere was. Why do we not? Why do scientists not know for sure, for certain, the composition of Earth's early atmosphere? This is normally 1 or 2 marks at GCSE. Can you give me an answer to that question, please? Why are scientists not certain about Earth's early atmosphere? Say your answer on 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm hoping you said something along the lines of it was billions of years ago, so there is little evidence. Now, the problem is sometimes in an exam you get a mark for saying it was billions of years ago. Sometimes you get a mark for saying there's very little evidence. Sometimes you have to say both. So, of course, we aim for the top here at Box of Shorts. So please do make sure that that you know both those parts to the answer. And then finally, scientists have a theory about how the Earth's early atmosphere formed. Please could you tell me, how did Earth's early atmosphere form? On 3. 1, sorry, I'll repeat the question. How did Earth's early atmosphere form? 1, 2, 3. I'm hoping you said from volcanoes. Now, over time, the atmosphere of Earth has changed quite a lot. And by the way, throughout these videos, I keep saying the Earth when I mean to say Earth. You're supposed to just say Earth, like you would say Saturn. You wouldn't say the Saturn. So you wouldn't say the Saturn's atmosphere. So you also should really say Earth's atmosphere. But I was taught it the other way around, so I keep forgetting and getting it wrong, so I apologize for that in advance and retrospectively going backwards. Okay, anyway, so as we were, Earth's atmosphere has changed over time, and one of the main changes has been the water vapor that was in Earth's early atmosphere. So originally you will have had Earth like this, and then atmosphere like that, and there will have been lots of this kind of water vapor, so water as a gas. Now, of course, and there would have been no water on the surface of Earth. So there wouldn't have been any water down here at all. It just wasn't there. And we spoke last time about potential reasons for that. Can you suggest a potential reason for why there wouldn't be liquid water on the surface of Earth? Think about it for a second. And now I want you to call out your answer on 3. Why do you think there was no liquid water on the surface of Earth billions of years ago? 1, 2, 3. I'm hoping you said something along the lines of the fact that it was too hot. This is what we looked at last video. It was just too hot. Earth, when it formed, was very, 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 very hot. And it would have been too hot for water to form as a liquid. However, as time goes on, so what we'll do, we'll draw it like this, okay? So we've got Earth like this. So early Earth. And it's very hot. And we've got all of that water vapor in the atmosphere. And then time goes on, and Earth, I mean, we're still talking billions of years ago, it cools down. So what we'll do actually, we'll write it here. Cools down over time. So all things cool down over time unless they have some kind of heat source. So Earth cools down over time, and that's also something we looked at last time too. And provided it is less than what temperature in order for water to turn from a gas to a liquid? What is the temperature for water to turn from a gas to a liquid? Say your answer on 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm really hoping that you said 100 degrees C. So as soon as it gets below 100 degrees C, that water starts to form now on the surface of the Earth. Why? Because all of the water vapor that's up there in the atmosphere turns into liquid. What words do we use for a gas turning into a liquid? What word do we use for a gas turning into a liquid? Say your answer on 3. What word do we use for a gas turning into a liquid? 1, 2, 3. Condenses. The water condenses. So what we have is essentially, over time, water vapor in the atmosphere decreases, spelled that wrong, rookie. This is because Earth cooled down. The water vapor condensed. And it formed what we call today the oceans. So that condensation, basically, will have been a bit like rain. So all the water will have turned into a liquid up in the sky, come down onto the ground, and it will have formed oceans. So any place where there was a crack or a big dip or a hole or whatever, so that the Earth's surface isn't perfectly smooth, so it's kind of like this, right? So water will have formed here and here and here. And then you have all sorts of things happening as well. So you end up with rivers and lakes and the like. This here is your key take home about how water vapor in the atmosphere has changed over time. What I would like you to do is pause your video and write that down for me. Okay, you should only be listening to me now if you have written that down. And we're now ready to do some straightforward questions. And have a go at these for me, please. Pause the video, do the questions. Okay, you should only be listening to my voice if you've done the questions. If you've not done the questions and you've been lazy and you've said, oh, it's fine, I don't need to do them, or you just thought about your answer, then I really do strongly suggest you rethink that position and go back and do the questions properly like I've suggested. Otherwise, you are wasting your time here. Right, number 1, what was the composition of Earth's early atmosphere? So we've spoken about this many times now. Mostly... stupid pen. Mostly, sorry, carbon dioxide, small amounts of methane, water vapor, and ammonia. What produced Earth's early atmosphere? Volcanoes. Whoa, that was unanticipated. Volcanoes. Why was there no liquid water on the surface of Earth when it first formed? It keeps doing this today. It was too hot. Explain how and why the oceans formed over time. So we would say Earth cooled and the water vapor condensed. The surface temperature on Mars is on average around -60 degrees. Suggests why there are no oceans on Mars. So -60 is, of course, below the freezing point of water. So water would be solid at that temperature. And now we know the effect, now we know how the amount of water vapor in the atmosphere has changed over time.